everyone, it's Diana, Screens in Focus podcast. We have a special bonus podcast episode for you. It is an excerpt from our Daryl Dixon podcast, but we had to take a moment to pay tribute to Diane Keaton. We share our favorite moments and some of our favorite films. Let us know what your favorite is. We are shifting gears, and before we get to our TV and movie recommendations, Diane Keaton passed away on October 11th, and it was I think it was very unexpected. I don't know what her health is like, but she has been so busy out there doing work and acting and all kinds of things. So I was shocked.
Mm-hmm.
I was surprised. It wasn't like you haven't heard from her in a couple of years and not know what she's doing. No, she's out there and promoting a lot of things, but she's also such a fashion icon. And there's just a lot of firsts. She was never married. She adopted 2 kids in her 50s. She kind of beat to her own drum, which I loved.
Mm-hmm.
And so, Renee, I just want to take a few minutes and talk about her and her film. So what did you see when you think of Diane Keaton?
Well, I wanted to mention just two things that I like. When I hear her name, first thing I think about is her smile. And of course, her fashion sense, I always think about that too. But then her comedic style too is very good. But her smile was just always one of those things. But movie, I was going through it. I'm like, then I always pull up like IMDb and I go through, look. I'm like, oh my gosh, like, yeah, that's right. You start remembering all these movies and stuff. But movies that she was in that really stuck out for me, the Father of the Bride movies, because my oldest daughter, she was old enough to be watching, like a little, animated movies, and so we watched those constantly. She loved those movies and we watched them all the time. And so I love those movies. First Wives Club is a favorite. I just love that movie. It's so good. There's so much fun in it. So many famous people in it and things, and so I love that one. And Something's Gotta Give, of course, is another great one. And then there's another one that I don't remember when I watched it. I think it was after it had been out. I had never even heard of it. Just kind of came upon it once. But it's called Because I Said So. Have you ever watched that one?
No.
And I forgot to look up to see who else was in it with her, but it's a really good one, And so those were the ones that I really like. They're top on my list of ones that she's been in.
I love all those that you just mentioned. Those were on my list too. Father of the Bride is such a good one. The first Wives Club, gosh, I remember when that came out. It was so good. She had great comedic timing. She was so good at it. She was always sort of over the top with her yelling or screaming. Not over the top, but it felt real and you were right there with her. And she did a lot. I saw a video of all her different screams or reactions in all of the movies. And it's so funny to watch her have all these big reactions. And I really appreciated them all. And then Something's Gotta Give is probably one of my favorites of all of hers. So here she is playing against Jack Nicholson, right? Which is like, awesome. You guys are amazing. The chemistry, how it's written, they just play so well off each other. But also my other part is when she's playing with Keanu Reeves. That is like one of my favorite, like just him like loving her and thinking she's, being the older woman. And she's all thinking, you can't be interested in me. I'm older than you. And he's all, no, he really does.
Yeah.
Care about her, wants to date her. He's just, fascinated by her. And I love that. It's so attractive with a man, Keanu Reeves, being that way, right? And just seeing everything that she has to offer as this mature woman. So I love that movie for so many reasons. But I do want to mention also The Godfather.
Yeah.
That was when I first saw her, so young. And it was so good. She was so pivotal in it. And that was a dramatic role. She did also dramatic roles besides comedic roles, but she was just so good in everything she did. Now, I will say, I don't really watch Woody Allen movies. I didn't back then. I don't now, but I kind of feel like, oh God, should I watch one of those? Because she was won an Oscar.
Mhm.
And she was nominated for a lot of different awards for a lot of different of her roles, but I know that Annie Hall is supposed to be super good film. So I don't know, maybe I'll go watch it. I don't know if I will, but there are others too that are really good that I might go check out. So I just wanted to give just a moment to her and just talk about her. I've seen so much outpouring about how she helped other women in the industry and just people that looked up to her like, oh, I don't have to get married and oh, I can adopt kids in my 50s and I can wear a hat. This one interviewer wanted her to take off her hat. She's all, why? And he's all, well, it's covering your face. She's all, no, you get plenty of my face. And I'm like, you go, Diane. You are so good. Yeah. But she's so famous for those hats.
Yeah.
All her clothes were just beautiful. And so I just wish the best for her kids because I know it's not easy losing a parent, but she gave us so much and she gave us all those films. So, and if you haven't seen a Diane Keaton film in a while, go check one out. Maybe one of the ones Renee and I mentioned. Thank you so much for joining us today, for listening to us, for being here. Please, if you enjoy this podcast, share it with a friend. We would really appreciate that. And you can get to everything in our show notes, screensinfocus.com. And remember to keep watching, keep exploring, and keep those screens in focus. We will see you next time. Bye.
Bye.